Hello and welcome to Homer for Sunday, April 13th, 2025. Tonde me beta peta Anaxandron Agamemnon O Nestor neleia demega cura sagaion Gnose atreiden Agamemnon ton peripanton Steusene kapanoisidiam peresesuka ut mei. In stethessimene kai moi pilagurna tororei. Plasdomai hoda peiur moia pomas ine dumosupnos. He's done alla mele polemos kai kede krayor, kede ekaion. Ai noscar danaon peridedia ude moietor. Imperdonala la lucte mai cradie de moi exo. Steteonec troske tromee hupotai di maguia. Ale ti draines paure segupnos icane. Taurestus pulacasca te beo menofra idomen. Metoi men kamatoi decote sede kai hupnoi. Koi messon taiata pula kese pipankula tontai. Dus menes dandres gedon hei at ude tidmen. Me pos kai dia nukta menoi nessos simakestai. Me pos kai dia nukta menoi sessos simakestai. Menoi nessos simakestai. Alright, great. Awesome. Then made answer the king of men, Agamemnon, Nestor, son of Neleus, great glory of the Achaeans. Thou shalt know Agamemnon, son of Atreus, Gnoseaatreiden, whom beyond all others Zeus hath set amid toils continually, so long as the breath abideth in my breast and my knees are quick. I wander thus, because sweet sleep settleth not over mine eyes. But war is a trouble to me, and the woes of the Achaeans. Wondrously do I fear for the Danaans, nor is my mind firm, but I am tossed to and fro, and my heart leapeth forth from out of my breast, and my glorious limbs tremble beneath me. Fai di meguia. Where's that? Fai di meguia. Yeah, trome, tu fai di meguia. But if thou wouldst thou do aught, seeing on thee to sleep it cometh not, come, let us go to the sentinels, that we may look to them, lest fordone with toil and drowsiness they be slumbering, and have wholly forgot their watch. The foemen bivouac, they are staying heatai, close by, hard by, nor know we at all whether haply they may not be fain to do battle even in the night. So basically, he's talking to Nestor and he says, you know me, old Nestor. Is Nestor blind? I mean, obviously he knows it's Agamemnon. But there's something about, a restating of the names that occurs often in the Iliad. You will know me. You will know me as, the son of Atreus, Agamemnon. Once again, we talk a lot, you and I, but right now you're going to know me again. And more importantly, you're going to know this important part of myself, right? Which I think is a very pithy and, beautiful part of Agamemnon as leader, is that at least theatrically, he embraces this role as somebody who, as long as there is wind in his chest, as long as there is, breath and air in his chest, breath here, as long as that's here, the fiery breath of Hephaestus, right, is what, sometimes occurs, I guess, of bellows of, as long as there's stuff in his chest, right, as long as it remains, and as long as his beloved limbs, push him along, aurore, from, ornumi, as long as that's happening, he is going to, Zeus is going to put panoisi, he's going to put, work into his of all, he's going to have the most suffering by labor, right? That's the burden that Agamemnon bears as the leader. So that's not just that Nestor is going to see that he's Agamemnon, but he's going to see Agamemnon. He's going to see that he's the one ton peripanton, that one above all of them, who Zeus puts in to, his chest, these troubles. Anyway, just, we're just saying. And then also, there's this bit, maybe there's a bit of ritual contextual aspects here that we're missing, because of the fact that, the guards, if we remember, went outside the city, and they all, they got a lot of wine, they got a lot of meat, and they got around these campfires all together. They're basically partying outside the city walls. So they're basically like, let's see if they're if they're, in rest, and if they're, if they're lulled to sleep. And by thus being lulled to sleep, they are forgetting altogether how to be guardians. Actually, this word phulakes, right, becomes very important in Plato. This is a whole Platonic dialogue right here. Ale ti draines, if you would like. Epeu de sekuhupnos hikane, right? Because you're bothered by this question as well. Let's go to see katabemon es tous pulakas. Katabemon. Let us go towards the guards, pulakas, such that we may see whether by rest or whether by sleep, right? They are, what is this? They are sated, right? Being sated. They are lulled to sleep. And then, if that is the case, then they would be neglectful of their art of guardianship. That is like so much of the question of what a good guardian is about in later commentary. It really helps you understand why they saw Homer as a philosopher, and how the reaction to the very real danger of the enemy skedon heiatai, right? So hard by, right? Skedon is like very near, very severe, right? Heiatai is they're there, right? These bad-minded men are just outside the city walls, and we don't know if they're going to come in the night. Right, so we don't know if they're going to fight us in the night. So it's very, very important that we be aware. And if our guards are not aware, then we have a big problem. We have an immediate problem. This is very, very, I think, just fundamental for understanding how Greeks think of philosophy and governance. Anyway, we will talk more about all these and more exciting things tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care.